It's been a while. Hey guys, uh, welcome back to the Broken Vinyl Podcast. It's been a while, I know. Where have I been? What have I been doing? Are probably some of the questions that you guys are asking. Unless you didn't care at all, then you're probably not even thinking anything. You're probably thinking, why the fuck is this guy back doing a podcast again? I thought he was done. Now I gotta rewatch this shit again? No. But yeah, I'm back, and all those questions will be answered in due time throughout this episode. That's actually kind of what this episode is about. But yeah, I'm back. I have not given up on the podcast. I have not given up on what I'm doing on YouTube. Just everything as a whole is just there's a lot that I have not gone into telling you guys, and there was a lot of videos that were supposed to come out, that were supposed to be done. And every time I would get my hands on doing all that, more new things would come in my life, and then it would take more adjustments. This whole, what has it been, like 4 or 5 months since I moved into this new home, which I'm gonna tell you guys about that too, because I haven't told you guys about that yet. Probably not. Yeah, I'm at a new home, and yeah, it's just been a lot of adjusting in my life, but I'm good. I'm all good. I'm happy for the most part. And if that concerns you, I'm all good, guys. And I hope you guys are too. So again, welcome back to the podcast. Today's episode is going to be, I think I'm going to title it something like Dear Diary or some shit like that, because that's all this one's going to be. Hopefully you'll learn something out of it as I speak about just me updating you guys about what's been going on in my life. It's been a lot, like I said, but let's start with, where have I been? I have been home or work for the most part, to sum that up. I ended up in 2 different jobs since I've moved here to my own home. I was working at Walmart for a while. If you guys know me very well, you would know that I used to work at Walmart for almost 2 years. Left that, ended up in Winco for a while, and same thing, just less pay. Wasn't really enjoying my life, wasn't really feeling like I had a purpose besides the hobbies I was doing, which is this. And I felt like I really just needed an outing to find something that really felt more my style, something that felt more semi-permanent, if that makes any sense to you. And long behold, I got stumbled upon something that actually could seem really long term to me. It's really given me a sense of purpose. It's given me a feeling of really being important. I work at a healthcare facility where I'm helping people in crisis. I'm not going to say which one in specific, but they're a great company, and I love what I'm doing. I guess to sum it up is, if you've known me, you know that I'm kind of like the therapist friend of any group. I'm just kind of looked to for advice, help, guidance, whatever you want to call it, in anything. And I've been there. I've kind of given my best, my better understanding of advice and whatever guidance I could do for anybody. I mean, I like to say I'd done well, I give it my all. I'm not going to lie to you about anything. I've probably given bad advice before, more than likely, but I like to say that was in the past, and now my advice has been better as I've aged and matured as a person. But here I am now, helping out people and that actually need the help, that I don't know, that aren't my friends, that aren't my family, even coworkers, and it's an experience that I feel like has enhanced me, not only as a human being, but also as a friend, as a brother, as an artist, in so many different ways. I thought I truly understood what the whole element of just mental health is, and all that stuff. And after working in this job for almost 2 months, I've come to realize there was so much that I didn't understand, and have grown to learn and really try to get a better understanding of. That's one thing I love about this job so much is I didn't think I would be able to get into something like this until I had to do schooling, or something like that. I had to be like a licensed therapist or something like that, but I don't. I luckily didn't have to. I found this job through friends, friend of a friend and all that. And I'm so thankful for the opportunity, and I have not really taken it for granted ever since. Yeah, I have my bad days. Any job does, You're going to have your bad days in any job, but knowing that I'm going to walk in and with the goal in mind that I'm going to make a difference in somebody's life, or at least help somebody in some way, shape, or form, it's given me so much pimp in my step, I guess you could say. Like, I feel a little bit more confident in myself, knowing that I'm helping people that need it, and it's an everyday thing. Does it get exhausting mentally, physically? Yeah, it does a little bit. Because sometimes these people leave, and you're hoping that they're better, and then you hear that they're at another facility, or you see them again because they relapsed on whatever happens, and it's tough. It's really hard trying to help people, and sometimes it just doesn't work out the way you expect it to. It just isn't that easy. As they come in, they get taken care of, and that's it. It's not that simple sometimes, and I've had to grow to understand that. And while I'm still working on that, I like to say I'm doing good. I like to say I'm helping. I like to say I'm making a difference in people's life in some way, shape, or form. Because I'm an overthinker. I'm a very big overthinker, and one thing I've done I would mainly overthink about, is whether or not I'm leaving a big impact on the people around me, whether it's the people I live with, my friends, my family, all these people in my life that I love and care about deeply. I tend to constantly question whether I'm doing enough for them, or I'm making them happy, or I'm making an impact on them some way, somehow. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been distant on just everybody in my life due to these adjustments. Is it an excuse? No, but it's also good to be selfish sometimes when it's for your own better health. When it's to better your health, then do the selfish move and take care of yourself. And that's what I've come to figure out. And luckily I have the best support group around me that I could ever ask for. So, you know who you are. I love all you guys. Thank you for that. But yeah, that's where I've been, honestly. Just when I'm not home, I'm at work, and regardless where I'm at, I feel complacent. I feel pretty happy with where I'm at right now. I'm not done. There's plenty of room for improvement, not just where I am financially, physically, mentally, spiritually. There's always room for improvement, and I hope you guys see yourselves in that way as well. But anyways, that's the first question that I've had to answer. Why are my gaming videos gone? If you cared enough to watch those gaming videos, that's the only updates that I've ever really given, or only place I've ever been able to give you guys updates, besides also the Q&A that I did with Brianna. Shout out Brianna. She's right next to me. If you heard her. I shut down that really quickly because I realized it wasn't matching with anything I was wanting to do. I love gaming. I loved that game. I finished the game already, just off recording. I didn't record anything else after the last videos you've seen. And I finished the game, loved it. If you want a review on that, let me know. But probably not. I loved it. But it takes a lot of time editing, recording, and effort to do all that stuff when I just wasn't getting the view count or just anything that seemed to be working in that way. So I just deleted everything, finished the game by myself, and tried to refocus on everything that's going on in the now and try to rebrand or kind of adjust to what I'm doing with my channel. Hence this podcast. It's going to stay, it's going to continue. And so is the photography, the cinematography, short skits, bit of music as well. That's all still going to be around. That's all this is. It's just a way for me to cope. It's a way for me to talk to you guys, to keep you guys updated, because I don't really post much on my socials. And if you really cared enough to know what I'm up to, this is it. But yeah, the gaming's done. I'm not going to go back to gaming. It's purely going to be the podcast or anything else that I have listed as well. What have I been up to? If I'm not working, then I'm at home. And when I'm at home, I've been spending a lot more time being with my roommates and just hanging out with them mainly, just adjusting off of that. And also, as of recently, I've been in a relationship as well. And that was another adjustment for me, because now I'm at a place where I'm not at my parents'. I'm at my own home where I have my own privacy. I have my own friends. And it's just a different environment now that I get to learn, truly understand this person, that I'm with. And honestly, it's been very up and down, just like any relationship is. But for the most part, the highs are the highest highs. And anything that's been low, it's been manageable to get through. Because when you truly love and care about somebody, that's what you do. You make things work. Hopefully you guys see it that way. If you're in a relationship or know anything like that. And it's taught me a lot more about relationships, about love, about understanding, about patience that I've already known, other than what I've already known. You get to understand things like living with them, the more intimate moments, like sharing a room and doing all this and that. And when I say all this and that, it's just, the intimate moments of as little as cooking for each other or just going out all the time, seeing each other all the time. It's a completely different mode that I quickly learned to understand. And I got scared that it would affect the relationship. I got scared that it would affect the people around me, how I would be, as a person. But luckily nothing's changed. It's only grown. I'd say I've only grown and matured, and she's only grown and matured. Is everything perfect? No. Everything's far from perfect. But that's what you want, and that's what you should expect. There's no such thing as a perfect relationship, and there's no such thing as perfect people. But I do believe there's people that are perfect for each other. And not to be all lovey-dovey and shit, but part of me does feel like this person is the perfect match for me, And I hope people do eventually find that, It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, when you know. And I really do feel like I know with this person. And I hope you guys have somebody that you feel that way towards as well. And if you don't, I hope that someday you eventually figure that out. Or find someone that gives you that feeling of, damn, I know it now. All of this stuff, the relationships, the job after job, the adjustments and adjustments and adjustments have been a lot on me mentally. December was the roughest month that I've had to go through, and that really threw me for a loop, because before this relationship I went through two other ones, and those threw me for a loop as well, because I'm not perfect. And I try to, here I am exposing myself. I'm going to expose myself. Why not? I tried looking for somebody in other people without really realizing it. It's not like I was doing it on purpose. It was just, you see those signs of somebody that you once knew. Someone else gives you these feelings, these little moments that remind you of the good things that someone else gave you, and you hope that they give you more of it, or you hope they can somehow replace it, and it doesn't work out like that. That's the cold hard truth. It's kind of, I would say it's a kind of embarrassing to admit, but it's the brutal truth in realizing these things about yourself. Is sometimes you truly don't get over somebody until they come back into your life. But it's a blessing in disguise as well. Every relationship I've been in has been a blessing in disguise. And especially the ones that were the worst, because they you end up leaving with lessons to learn after that. I don't regret anything. I don't regret anything I've done or anything I've went through in the past, because I wouldn't be who I am, and I wouldn't know what I know without going through the hard shit first. But enough of that deep shit. Let's go into something else. For the most part, though, I guess I've just been feeling array of emotions for throughout all of this. I've been feeling the highest highs, the lowest lows, and all of that stems from just being by myself and having a home to myself. And I may have roommates, but they're obviously doing their own thing. I'm not going to constantly give my time, and they're not going to constantly give me their time. We all have our own lives to live, and that comes with a lot of alone time and a lot of trying to understand yourself, figure yourself out, really study who the fuck you are. Is it easy? Not at all, not by a long shot. But it's taught me a lot of patience, I self-reflect a lot more, healthy and unhealthy. Especially when you try to figure out for a job that dwells on you being 100% yourself in order to help these people who are not 100% themselves. It's a high demanding thing. It's high demanding in your mentality. So you got to learn mental toughness. You got to learn patience. You got to learn to always come with a good attitude, to learn how to shrug off the little things, to learn how to shrug off the big things even. Take care of yourself properly when you're alone, do the things that make you happy. And I really want to preach doing the things that make you happy, because if you don't, what are you doing with yourself? What are you in this world for? What are you living for truly? That was me a couple of months ago. Just wasn't happy with what I was doing. This was a hobby that was keeping me alive, at least balanced somewhat. But I was far from happy. There was lots of just issues that needed to be figured out, especially in the fact that I knew what I was getting paid to do wasn't making an impact. I knew I wasn't making a difference that I wanted to make in this world by stocking shelves. Not to call anybody out that's stocking shelves right now. You're doing your thing, and if you're happy with what you're doing with your life, I'm so happy for you. I couldn't be happier. But for me, I was not happy. I feel like I was meant for more. And that's kind of what this podcast is for, too, is to, you know, show you, to guide you. I feel like the lessons that I've learned in my life have taught me how to be a better leader, how to be a better guide for the people that have been in those moments that I've been in, the lowest of the lows. I've grown to understand much more than what I've used to. So I guess right now I'm just been feeling a little bit confused, if that makes any sense. Because while I'm doing all of this, there are times where I still feel like I'm not doing enough, or I'm not feeling like I'm doing what's meant for me in a way. Am I doing, am I making a goal, or am I setting that goal and achieving that goal every day of what I wanted to do? Yes. But still, there's a part of me that says I'm meant for more. But yet, I'm just taking it one day at a time. I'm still taking this thing one step at a time and trying to gain my ground again and understanding where I'm at in life and where I want to be the next day and the day after that. So I guess one thing I could tell you is to take one thing at a time. Take it one day at a time. Take it one moment at a time. Live in the moment. You're fine. But take one day at a time. Take every moment at a time. Every step, one after another. Learn to live in it and embrace every single moment that you're in, because why would you want to live in a moment, or why would you want to live in a world where you're feeling idle, where you're just living idly? You're doing the bare minimum of what you expected yourself to do, you know? Everyone's going to fail. Hell, I'm possibly going to fail with this podcast. I've failed so many times with this podcast, actually. You know, I've been on and off. I've been inconsistent. But here I am, still going. And I hope I can be a living and breathing. I can be a living, breathing lesson for people that are going through something like that and thinking about what they're passionate about and being scared to fail at it. It's okay to fail. And speaking on that, as I've said that I've been self-reflecting a lot, I've also been looking more to the future, my future, you know, what am I going to do, especially with this channel, especially with my job, especially with my life, where I'm living, you know, who I'm surrounding myself with. And I'm pretty excited for what's to come, especially for what I have planned for this channel. What I have planned for this channel is something very special. It's going to take a lot of work, a lot of time, because it's just me doing this. But I hope you guys are patient enough to be around when the big things come. I'm really excited about it, what I have in mind, and I can't really tell you, and I don't really want to tell you, because I like keeping people on their toes, and I like keeping you surprised. Just know that it's going to be bigger projects, mainly for the things that I'm doing already. It's going to be bigger, hopefully better. I'm going to be investing more in myself, you know, being more standing on my 10 toes about what I believe in and what I'm wanting to do with the podcast, the channel, my music, my art, everything that I'm giving you. I'm just investing in better quality of the things I'm doing that I need, or in the tools that I need to give you the best quality of my vision. And I hope you guys are going to be there for every single one of that, because I'm just as excited to show you as I am to be making everything that I'm going to be doing. So for everybody that has been by my side, waiting, still checking on me. I love and appreciate every single one of you. And I apologize if I have been quiet for a long time. I've just really been trying to gather myself together, make it through these adjustments, and find a line to get consistent in. I think this summer is going to be fun. Not to date this episode, but I think this summer is going to be fun. And I think I got a lot going on that I'm going to be able to share with you guys. Hell, I might even start vlogging again. Everyone keeps telling me to. People say they like my vlogs. I don't typically really like doing it, but maybe I'll get more comfortable doing it. So to conclude and reflect, I'm back. You're going to be seeing more of me, more of this podcast, hopefully weekly. I wouldn't say more music. They'll be there when they'll be there. But more projects for my photography. I don't know if I'm gonna be posting them on here though. So follow my Instagram and my TikTok from J to Z or from _ J to Z, and you'll figure it out. You'll see it. If you want to see my photography, it's all gonna be there. If you want to see my cinematography, I'm gonna be posting YouTube shorts for that, and also on TikTok. So follow me on TikTok as well. But I'm happy for the most part, and I'm not satisfied with where I'm at, and I'm thankful for every single one of you tuning in, for watching, for listening, and for being here. Thank you for hearing me out, and be ready for what's to come. Till then, I love you guys. Leave a comment, leave a like, share, let people know I'm back, and hopefully consistent. So till the next episode, I love you guys. Peace.